And speaking of the next game, we've got one last thing to discuss. The not Bucks, the Rams 49ers, or the 49ers at the Rams.
What a huge game.
At SoFi, the home of the Super Bowl 2022.
Divisional in the NFC Championship.
NFC West are going to the Super Bowl again. How fucking crazy. It's the same.
It's mad.
Same division every year. They're just the best division.
Only one team's won it though in the last 10 years from the division.
And the 49ers have been twice as well.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. But it's like they've been twice, and they still can't fucking do it.
Yeah. It's we know who really owns that division. Like,
I've really had trouble with this game. I've had trouble kind of like being like, what do both teams need to do? Because they're both. I'm not going to say they're similar at all, but I would say that let's say before the season, the 49ers and the Rams had like similar styles of scheming run plays. Like they were
Shanahan tree, aren't they?
The Shanahan tree offenses. But now the difference is the Rams have like a true 1-2 wide receiver pairing in
and a quarterback who can
Cooper Kupp, and a quarterback who can throw and make plays when they need it the most. This is such a close matchup for me that it's going to come down to D lines, their respective pass rushers, and who can hit home. It's just going to have to be that.
And the turnover battle, probably.
Turnover battle.
I think the Rams are going to win. I think it's going to be a close game.
I have no idea.
I think it's a close game. I see the Rams, barring any like freak incidents. I think the Rams will get too far ahead.
I've said the 49ers was going to lose twice in a row, and I've been wrong both times. So I just don't know. And also, as much as like Nima just said, they have a true 1-2 wide receiving option, and they have a great D-line, and they have a quarterback who can throw, and they have a true 1-2 running back tandem now. They had all of that the last time they played the 49ers, and they went 17-0 up, and then they fucking threw it away. And the 49ers have actually been really good at that. Like, that's how they beat the Pack. That's how the Packers lost them. We didn't build as dominant a lead, but we built a lead, and then we just didn't put the game to bed. And Shanahan's play style, and Jimmy G, to be fair, Jimmy G, people keep saying he can't win big games, but it's like he's knocked off. He's Aaron Rodgers is his bitch. He's never lost to Aaron Rodgers in the postseason. He's never lost to who else did they beat?
Say he's gonna lose. Say that the Niners are gonna lose.
I know, but I know you're only saying that the Niners are gonna win because you want the Rams to lose. But I actually do think the Niners have a chance.
If Jimmy G doesn't make any errors, then they have a shot. But every game he's played this season, I feel like he's done something to make life a little bit more difficult.
He threw a pick in the Packers game. It was a bad one. It was like he hit Kittle late on an outside route, and
just got undercut.
Adrian Amos picked him, or Savage maybe.
Yeah.
But what I really want, what I want from this game is Matt Stafford has had a good postseason so far. Quiet in the first game, pivotal in the second game. And what I'd actually love is for him to just absolutely dominate in this game, and everyone would be like, "Oh my god, Matt Stafford is actually so sick." But actually, another question on this note: do you think that a Super Bowl appearance or win is what Matt Stafford needs to have to increase his Hall of Fame chances, or do you think this season alone has done enough to make people think, well, actually, maybe he is a Hall of Famer? Like,
he needs a Super Bowl ring. He needs a Super Bowl ring, I think, or appearance. I mean, obviously, by virtue of a ring, he'll have had appearance. But I think that I don't know. Are there Hall of Famers who've never won a Super Bowl? Yeah,
of course.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Most of them will be.
I'm just
gonna look up some stats. So hang on a minute. Matt Stafford is 12th all time in yards.
He holds like the records for like fastest to like 50 like 50,000 yards or something like that. Things like that. He has all those records, like the fastest to, or he got those records and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'd say he needs more wins. Like, he hasn't got enough wins.
Yeah.
Like, total.
Well, he currently, and also remember, he's 33. He's 12th all time in yards, completions, and touchdowns as a quarterback. So he's teetering on the top 10. So if he can get into the top 10 and make a Super Bowl, then I would say he needs that. But yeah, I agree. He's already better than Flacco. Flacco has a ring, but not Hall of Fame QB. So I don't think the ring matters. Very true, Faded 90. Very, very true. Yeah, also, true that actually. I also so there's loads of quarterbacks who've won Super Bowls who probably aren't Hall of Famers as well. That's really true. Are you a Rams fan, Faded 90? Is that my guess is that's the case. But yeah, that was just my question about Matt Stafford. So yeah, we don't think he is a Hall of Famer. What happens to Jimmy G if they make the Super Bowl? You're a Cowboys fan. Well, if you haven't seen us before,
my heart.
I was going to say we should have played the Cowboys lament at the end.
I wrote a poem after our playoff loss.
Well, that's available to watch on YouTube at Inside the 5 UK if you do want to check. If you want to check that out, we
usually have a cowboy corner every week. But,
yeah, as you can see,
sad yeehaw noise.
Actually, wait, let me get my new T-shirt and show chat. One sec.
Yeah, actually, that is true. Yeah, Nima did buy a banging T-shirt for this. Get changed on cam. Take it off.
I would say step back and all right.
Nah, it's pretty bang on. It's a pretty great T-shirt, isn't it? What are the thoughts on the T-shirt chat? It's pretty cool. I'm pretty hyped about it anyway. So just go back to my question. What happens to Jimmy G if they make the Super Bowl?
I think it's a tough one because they've paid a hefty price for Trey Lance now that they have to move on from Jimmy G. They have to now because I
thought that.
Put the wheels in motion. They've already put the wheels in motion, and there's already been so much that's come out from Shanahan about or leaked from somewhere saying that like they're going to trade him. They even for the actual like trading up, it just seems it would seem an odd choice to keep Garoppolo there when you like having that confusion between who's starting and who's not, all that kind of stuff. I just think it's probably best for all parties to maybe move on. But whoever gets him, they're gonna.
Sorry, glad.
Rich Eisen made a really good point in that if they will get a first round pick for Jimmy G if he wins a Super Bowl.
Wow.
Or even if he gets to a Super Bowl. So if they manage to, get trade capital back for a player they were going to move off anyway, any sort of trade capital that's like decent, like a high second or a mid first or whatever, they've made a great play with that because they've allowed a QB to develop and learn in an amazing sort of Super Bowl run, which is invaluable to a young player. Being able to learn in the playoffs under that pressure is, you can't really compare that to anything else.
I think it's going to.
And then they can fill holes with whatever picks they get for Jimmy G.
Faded 90. You're showing your age there by saying the Oilers were the team for you though when they left. Because what year was that? Were we even in Y2K at that point? I don't think we were they? Wasn't Warren Moon playing for the Oilers at that point? What a team, Houston Oilers. I tell you, that's a good kit. Going back to the question we had earlier about the Tennessee Titans having a shit kit. The Houston Oilers kit was actually so nice. I remember on like an old ESPN 2K game you could play as the Houston Oilers, and I remember looking at that kit being like, this is so nice. It's like a sort of.
It looks classic.
It's like a sort of
baby blue.
Baby blue, yeah.
Well, they became the Tennessee Titans, didn't they? They moved to Tennessee.
Yeah, and then they ruined their kit.
Yeah, and they ruined it, and then.
Bastards.
Then Houston moved. Who was it moved to Houston, or was it just they created a team in Houston because of the lack of the Oilers? Why would they not just call them the Oilers again? Like, why would they call them the Texans? Like, what? Like, it is the Houston Texans, right? I'm just like,
maybe it was they wanted to disassociate themselves with like fossil fuels or something.
Dude, it's America. I fucking doubt that.
The logo's so sick of the Oilers as well. Like,
yeah.
The like,
Yeah, 96. I did think it must have been the late 90s because I remember the Texans weren't around till the early 2000s. So that sounds about right. Well, welcome, Faded 90, and I'm glad you could join us for the back end of this stream.
If you like it, drop a follow.
Yeah, here's up with a follow. Right, so let's just go quickly. Let's summarize this point because it's the last thing before we call it a day. So let's go with who do we think? You think the Rams are going to win, Nath, or what's what you want to say so that when they lose, you'll be happy? Nima, your thoughts?
49ers, I think the 49ers will edge it.
You think the 49ers will edge it?
No.
Yeah.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't. Like, I said this before. Like, I know the Chiefs' first Super Bowl had the Wasp in it, and that was great. But like, I actually didn't love that Super Bowl that much. I really want to watch someone else, not the 49ers in the Super Bowl. So I'd rather watch the Rams.
I'd rather see the Rams there, but I think maybe the 49ers.
Dan, say it.
All right, I'll say it.
Coward.
I got the Rams and the Bengals. I just don't like Mahomes' brother. Yeah, you and us both faded 90. I don't think anybody does, but
or Mahomes' wife. But apparently, there people are ripping into her as well because she's always with Jackson. Apparently, she's spraying like champagne
at the people,
fans and stuff.
Nuts, absolutely insane.
Cool.
I don't like that sort of frivolous behavior. I don't know.
Yeah, I want the Rams to win. I'll say it. I want the Rams to win, and I think they'll win.
Yeah. Yes. There it is.
I think Stafford. I don't know, something about Stafford. I think this is his moment, and I want to see him in a Super Bowl. I want to see Matt Stafford's face as he walks out and goes, "Oh my God, 12 months ago, I was getting back surgery in Detroit after being in a 5-11 team again, and now I'm in the Super Bowl." That's what I want to see more than anything. So just to recap, we've done Bengals versus Titans, the 49ers versus the Packers, we've done the Rams versus the Bucks, we've done the Bills versus the Chiefs. We've done Championship weekend. We don't have time for Cowboy Corner, unfortunately, as a regular feature.
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say. The Cowboys are out, so we can't talk about.
But don't worry, there'll be lots of off-season chat, rebuilds,
true,
draft, that sort of stuff. There'll be loads to talk about.
Yeah, well, actually, to be honest, chat, that's actually interesting that we want to, like, because we're, as the game ends, we're still going to be looking to sort of keep up a certain number of hours to maintain streaming figures and stuff like that. But we also want to branch into new territory. So, please do let us know on our social media or in the chat when we stream, what do you want to see? Do you want to see things like draft analysis? We had a thought about a segment called Road to Rebuild, where we spend a dedicated, hour or two looking at, a team and what do we think they need going into the offseason, into the draft, and maybe drafting up a whole almost like a year season-long plan of what we think will get them from where they are to where they need to be. Do you something like that be good? Would you like us to stream less? I mean, that'll hurt my feelings if you say that you do, but please let us know either way, because we are always looking to sort of take advice and interest from the community, because that stuff is important to us, and ultimately that's what we're here for, is to sort of create a community of fans, UK fans, exhausted UK fans who have been staying up till 4 a.m. since September and are ready for a well-deserved rest.
Exclusive to UK fans, though. We welcome all.
Yeah, of course.
We'd love to hear some.
We love the game.
But that's why. Yeah, so like I said, we've got views, and our podcast actually gets downloaded. The next biggest country that listens to us is America, obviously, because it's their sport. Yeah, I love that Faded 90. Yeah, you can dig this. Well, we appreciate you checking us out. That's made a productive stream feel even more productive. Any closing thoughts, gentlemen, before I hit us with the closing music?
Let's go Bengals.
I'll be looking forward to next week's games. I won't be on for the early one because it's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad! Early, but he'll be 67.
Oh, we should say that actually. Just a recap for anybody who wasn't here earlier. We are sidecasting the entire championship weekend, both games back to back. We'll have content. We might have games. We might have we'll have guests on probably, because there's no way the three of us are going to have to talk consistently for 8.5 hours. But we're going to try. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of new scenes. Lots of new segment touchdown menus. All that jazz. It's going to be very, very fun this Sunday. The Royal Rumble is on Saturday at 1 a.m. Well, this is on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Glenn. So you can enjoy the Royal Rumble all to yourself on Saturday, and you can wake up and tune in the next day for 8 hours of non-stop sidecasting. But please make sure you have access to the game, because it is illegal for us to show it.
Let's go.
For all of us here at Inside the Five, please just follow us, and thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you this Sunday for the championship games. All right, peace out. Bye.
Peace. Hi, thanks for watching Inside the Five. We go live on Twitch every Monday at 8 PM, and we have an audio podcast that comes out on Sundays. Check out the links below, or if you're interested, watch more of our videos. See you soon.